guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. Today's video is going to be a high-end versus low-end dupe. I'm going to be doing a split face side-by-side comparison. So if you want to see how these two products stack up next to each other, keep watching. And yes, they are on my eyeballs right now. So if you'd like to see which is which, keep watching. So today I will be comparing the new Wet n Wild All Natural palette to the Urban Decay's Naked palette. I know, lots of people do this, but I just found this for $5 at Walmart, y'all, and I wanna see if it's just as good. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. We don't use those no more, girl. The colors are so nice and bright. I am super in love with this gold one. I, put a little on my hand earlier. Super nice. Can you see that? Super nice. And I feel like it reminds me a ton of the Half Baked in this Urban Decay palette. This one right here, which I use it a lot. And let's do a swatch of that one side by side. I have already kind of changed and felt a little bit of the consistencies, and I will say it is super creamy. I love it. Let me put some on this finger and some of the Half Baked on the other. So this one is Wet n Wild and this one is Naked. I don't know if you could see my fingers. Should look pretty good, right? To me, they're pretty comparable. I mean, you can't really tell the difference. I feel like it's gonna be pretty much the same. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, the one by Wet n Wild is just a tad bit more, I want to say maybe on the coppery side. Let me wipe this off my hair. Anyways, okay, so let's try some of the darker colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and test Gunmetal against this gray color in the palette. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna put Gunmetal on my ring finger, which you can see is here. And then let's try this color over here. They both look really good. Now I can definitely tell that there's a difference in color already, but not enough to the naked eye that I feel you would be able to really tell. Like when I do my eye makeup, I really don't feel like someone would see that much of a difference and be like, I can tell, girl, that one is, the Wet n Wild. No, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and try one of these browns. That's really nice, super pigmented. I will try that one up against Hustle in the Naked palette. Yeah, they're pretty close. I think they're pretty close. So yeah, I'm super excited to try it out. Some of the colors naturally are not the exact same, but I feel like I will probably be able to mix a couple of them together to make them appear to be the same color. I mean, for $5, that's really hard to beat. I mean, what does it make each one of these a quarter? I don't know. Now I will be using my favorite eyeliner and mascara and lashes and all that good stuff that I usually would use, being that I want to use these products in the same way that I would use any other shadow. I'm going to be doing the higher end makeup on this side of my face and the lower end on this side of my face. So if you, like myself, would like to see how the full look comes out, keep watching. Let's go ahead and get started because my eyes ain't got no makeup and there's that. Well, I am going to start with primer, of course. So let me go ahead and prime my eyes. And for those of you that are wondering, I am using Lorax primer, eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna go in and I absolutely love this primer. I feel like it's so creamy and like it doesn't dry too quickly. Now I've used quite a few other primers that I do like as well, but this is definitely my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the gold on the Wet n Wild palette. And and apply that to my eyelid. Ooh, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. It's going on really nicely. And I know it seems weird, but I do actually apply my eyeshadow to my eyelid with my finger because I just feel like I'm able to rub it in better than I do with a brush, and it just like looks so much more pretty. So that's just what I do. All right, and I'm going with the Naked on this side. Let's see how I like it. Okay. So already you can see that there is a difference in color, as we talked about earlier, that the Wet n Wild is slightly darker than the Urban Decay. They both look pretty good. But right now I'm feeling like the Urban Decay has spread out a little better, and the Wet n Wild side is not as smooth and even, but it still looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our outer corner, and I'm going to go in on the Wet n Wild side with this charcoal gray and just blend it on in. It's not very dark, so we'll just have to keep applying it, I guess. Not that I want it to be super dark, but I guess I just expected it to be just a little bit more pigmented. Alright, let's clean the brush and go on the other side. Alright, so I'm going to be using Gunmetal from the Naked palette. If you can see that. And doing the same thing to the other side. I'm liking this side a lot better. Sorry, Wet n Wild. I know we're not done yet, but go back in on this side and try to fix it up a little bit. Same color. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this creamy color and kind of prime the lid a little bit, being that I'm going to go in with a darker brown and I don't want it to be super dark. So I'm just gonna take this fanned out brush, and this is in the Wet n Wild color. So let's go ahead and cover the eye that is that. And I will go in on the Urban Decay side with Virgin. Now the Virgin is definitely a different color. I want to say this one's more of like a creamy color, and the Wet n Wild side is more of a yellow. But they both should get the job done. As you can see, Urban Decay's is just a bit more pigmented. So now I'm going to go over this with the brown color. So we'll be going in with this color, Wet n Wild. And it's always good to just start with a little bit, especially when you're with the dark colors, when you're blending with dark colors, because you don't want to stack them on too dark. You want to just blend them in and just kind of build. Because you can always add more, but it's much harder to take off. Okay, so let me clean my brush, and I am going to go in on the other side with Hustle. So far so good. I personally can see a difference on the way that the shadow is laying. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera, but the Urban Decay side to me looks a lot more smooth and like not as packed on, and I feel like the Wet n Wild side is a little more, I guess a little more cakey-ish, but let's just keep trying to blend it out and see. But so far I feel pretty good about the Urban Decay side, as I feel I should for the price that I pay. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brush and try to go back in on the Wet n Wild side and blend it out a little bit better. So I think all in all looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see the difference between the two. Again, really what pops out to me is that this side, the lid is just a little more coppery, and this side is just a little more on the yellow gold side. But I think they still look pretty good together, but let's keep going. I am going to take this more bronzy color and go in on the inside of my lid and brow. I'm gonna fade the gold up into the brown. So this bronzy color will make that happen. And now I am going to go in with Smog and do the same on the naked side. Go in with this creamy color and apply it to my brow bone. And it actually looks pretty good. I mean, for a shimmer on the brow, I don't like to do a ton, but I do like it to pop when light hits it, so I think that looks pretty good. On the other brow, I will be using Sin, which I've used quite a bit already. All right, let's go in and highlight that brow bone. I can definitely see that the Urban Decay side, it definitely catches the light a lot better. It has more of a white that shines through, which I really love. I'm gonna see if I can go in on the Wet n Wild side just a little bit. All right, let's try to make this brow bone just a little bit more bright. Okay. All right, looks pretty good. So now I am going to do my tear ducts. So let's go ahead and go in with that same color by Wet n Wild. I'm going to be mixing these two colors just to see if I can get it just a little more bright. It's not as bright as I would like it to be, but I guess I can try to add a little more. But all in all, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna have that shine that I really am used to on the naked palette. And let's go in with Sin and Virgin on the other eye. And right away, you notice that there's quite a big difference. This side definitely shines a little more. So yeah, that would definitely be a con for me. All in all, I think that it looks pretty good for $5. But in comparison, just looking up close, I don't know if you can really see the difference in the two, but I think that the Naked palette is winning. All right, everyone, this is my finished look. As you can see, the eyes are done. Now, I will say that I did notice that this side isn't blended as well, and that could just be my fault, or it could be that the product was just a little bit too thick and a little bit cakey, but I did try to blend it out a little better. As you can see that this side is a little more seamless. So all in all, I want to say for $5, it's a pretty good buy. So I would say, yes, buy this product. However, if you're looking to find a dupe that is comparable or pretty much almost the same, I can't say that I could really give the Wet n Wild that credit, but they're definitely good pigmented shadows, nice and creamy, not super chalky. They're just not the Naked palette. At first glance, I would say that you can't really tell a difference. So if you were to come up and talk to me, I don't think you would go, wait a minute, I think your eyeshadow's a little bit different there. Yeah, no, I don't think it's that big of a difference. All right, everybody, I'm back. I was about to wash all my makeup off my face and go to bed, hence my sweatshirt. But yeah, I noticed that my eye makeup does actually look completely different. All that to say, I'm gonna say that this dupe does not win, and Urban Decay is definitely the winner with their Naked palette. Wet n Wild, try again. So I'm just gonna get a little bit closer so you can kind of, again, this is the Wet n Wild side, and this is the Urban Decay side. All right, well, I'm gonna head to bed and wash this off my face. So let me know what you think. I mean, I could be totally wrong. Maybe you think that it looks amazing, or maybe you think it doesn't. I don't know. So leave me some cool comments below. I will be sure to reply to as many of you as I can. Also, if there's any other products that you think is a true dupe and you want me to try, I will definitely try it if I can. Please subscribe before you leave. I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's been a blast. Until next time. I mean, for $5, why not?